It's been a minute since I really sat down and did a face-to-face talk. And I made this post the other day talking about the 5 habits that might come off as weird to others, but it has really shaped the way I sort of approach my creative projects and even my day-to-day life. Hopefully it can sort of resonate with you as well, and I thought I'd elaborate on those points. If you really want to see the post, I'll link it down below on my TikTok, but we'll just get straight to it. I think with most videographers, we tend to get pretty impatient when it comes to the filming and especially the editing. And because of that, I think patience is a very underrated creative skill that most creative people sort of overlook. What this habit has sort of taught me is that if you just stay a little longer than what feels comfortable, you'll capture something that you wouldn't even think would happen. I was in Japan and I was just waiting down the strip to wait for these trains. At first, I was like, cool, I'm just gonna get a static shot of people crossing, letting the trains go by. Besides just getting that shot and moving on, I actually stayed a little longer. And just with my phone, I managed to capture this really cool shot of these two trains passing simultaneously. And I was like, wow, like that was so cool. Imagine if I just got the shot that I needed and I just took off because that was good enough. I think we're always in a rush for the next big thing when we should really just be focusing on what's in front of us. And sometimes the answer hides in plain sight. Never film in the same direction as anyone else. And this is a huge one for me because when I was in Japan, there's so many people with their phones out capturing the same thing as everyone else, right? With social media these days, you're seeing like the same thing over and over and it's getting super repetitive that nothing's really original. And that's not me saying you need to capture something that's unique to you. It's more so people don't step out of their comfort zone and try something new or different or explore someplace else. Instead of filming what everyone else was doing, I just asked, is there a better angle to do this so? And for me, it's usually the other way. Having this habit, it will just overall make you a better videographer or just train your eye to see things differently from another angle. And it's a great habit that you can take through your everyday life as well. Putting my phone away when I'm scouting for spots. This is a great one. And it's a really good one because it really makes you hone into your surroundings. It's a great habit, especially if you're someone like me who has little to poor spatial awareness. Also goes back to point number 2, where you sort of start to look at things from all angles. If I see like a staircase off in the distance, can I shoot from there? And what would the footage look like if I aimed the camera looking down, or if I had this sort of lens attached to it? The only time I would actually grab my phone is to take a photo of the spot or where I want to set up my camera. I think less is more sometimes. And although this is just location scouting, it goes both ways with like creating a mood board or a storyboard. We can get so lost in trying to find inspiration through Pinterest, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Whatever the case may be, we tend to go off the rails when we sort of indulge ourselves with all these options. When I put the phone away to actually focus what's in front of me, it makes me a better creative and makes me more present with my surroundings. Filming things I have no plan for yet. When I am filming or in the process of filming, I just film things even if it's not a part of the storyboard or the shot list. It comes down to as simple as, does it look cool on the camera? And can I see my future self using it for an edit? And 9 out of 10 times I just go with those two, and it's a gut feeling. And if you're still not sure whether you should take it or not, why not? Whether it's with your phone or your camera, especially if you have a camera, you might as well take the shot. But this is where it gets a little tricky, because if you're out and about, let's say with your family or on a holiday trip with friends, you kind of don't want to miss the moment as well. So you really got to try and balance the two things, whether you want to be living the moment or capturing it. I made a video recently where a viewer asked me where I found more fulfillment in getting the perfect shot or actually living the moment. and I'll link that down below as well. But long story short, you can do both, and I think it comes down to just trying to balance both, and knowing the circumstances. For me personally, if I'm out with my friends, I would just aim to get 1 or 2 shots and just move on. If I was on my own, it would be different, because that way I just know I would just set myself time to allow myself to have that freedom to roam around, spend as much time in one spot to get a bunch of shots if I really needed to, you know, read the room. So when I watch back my footage with no sound, this does 1 to 2 things. It sees whether or not my edit is actually engaging enough where sound isn't required. It allows me to just visually connect with the video, and if it doesn't do that with no music and no sound, then obviously there's a problem that I need to sort out. Before exporting it, I just mute all the sounds and watch it back to get a clear idea of where I'm at and where the story's at. And if I'm happy with how things go, I put back the music, see how things go, and if everything works well, great, we're good to go. Even before you touch the footage that you do film, I think the audio is as important as the visuals. And sometimes I listen to hundreds of tracks just to find one small nugget that I can just insert in there. Don't even get me started with the sound effects. Actually, sound effects is a lot easier than finding the right song. But let me know what you think. But I think it's so much harder to find the right song, because the visuals can look so stunning, but with the wrong soundtrack, it can really take you away from what it can be. And I don't know if that makes sense, but I feel like with every video that you do film, for me anyways, I try to bring the best out of it, and I think it comes with the music and a bunch of other things as well. Those are the 5 habits that might come off as weird for most, but to me, they really help change the way I approach my creative projects as well as my day-to-day life. And I've seen huge improvement being present with what's in front of me, as well as my community, you guys. That's what I love, and that's what I want this channel to be about. Just a community of creatives helping each other out with feedback and just making ourselves better to pursue making the best work that we can make. Then I'm all for it, and that's what this whole channel is all about. I'm super glad and super grateful that I come here and sit down and have a chat with you guys. So if you do enjoy content like this, let me know in the comments. Give the video a like, and if you haven't already, give me a subscribe. I guess until then, I'll see you guys in the next video.